London. Fresh from reaching a first Champions League final for 11 years, Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp described Sunday's visit to Chelsea as another Champions League semi-final, with their participation in next season's competition still not certain. Victory in any of Liverpool's 3 remaining games of the season at Stamford Bridge, home to Brighton on the final day of the Premier League season, or against the might of Real Madrid in the Champions League final, will secure qualification. But for Klopp's peace of mind and to rest a tiring squad with a growing injury list, getting the job done by securing at least a point this weekend is the ideal scenario. Do we have the widest squad in world football in the moment? No, we don't have it, said Klopp. That this group go to the final is exceptional. We get all the knocks over the season, all the injuries in the wrong moments, and we still have to carry on. Liverpool's European exploits have undoubtedly hampered what seemed a comfortable path to a top 4 finish just a few weeks ago. 3 draws in their past 4 league outings with Everton, West Brom and Stoke, as Klopp prioritized Champions League progress, have allowed 5th-place Chelsea to close to within 6 points of the Anfield club. The Londoners also have 3 games remaining to Liverpool's 2, meaning if Antonio Conte's deposed champions win their remaining fixtures, they will, at worst, finish level on points with the Champions League finalists. However, Liverpool's far superior goal difference means just a point on Sunday or victory against Brighton should suffice. It's not like we can say now we are qualified for the Champions League. Chelsea at the weekend is an unbelievably important game for us, added Klopp. We recover tomorrow and then we go to Chelsea and they have again a knife between the teeth and will fight for everything. As Liverpool have stumbled, a late-season renaissance has kept Chelsea's challenge alive, with 4 straight wins also taking them to the FA Cup final, where they will face Manchester United. Tottenham split Liverpool and Chelsea in the table, but have an easier run-in against West Brom, Newcastle and Leicester to try and secure Champions League football for a 3rd consecutive season. Harry Kane was on target in Monday's 2-0 win over Watford to take his tally for the season to 38, and the Spurs striker still harbours hopes of chasing down the 4 goals. He trails Liverpool's Mohamed Salah by to win a 3rd straight Premier League Golden Boot. Every striker in every country wants to win the Golden Boot. I want to win at everything, whether it's the Golden Boot or every game, said Kane. Victory for Spurs at the Hawthorns would send West Brom down to the Championship, despite a brave battle to avoid the drop in recent weeks. Despite taking 8 points from their past 4 games, the Baggies remain 5 points adrift of safety, and even victory might not be enough to prevent them being relegated this weekend if other results go against them. Second-bottom Stoke have to end a 12-game winless run at home to Crystal Palace to retain any hope of survival. Southampton are the 3rd side currently in the relegation zone and face a huge trip to 17th-placed Swansea, 1 place and 1 point above them in the table, on Tuesday. However, both sides could pull a host of other clubs into the relegation dogfight should Saints win at Everton and Swansea at Bournemouth. Huddersfield are precariously placed just 3 points above the drop zone and begin a devilishly difficult run-in by trying to stop champions Manchester City's quest for points, goals and wins records on the day they will get their hands on the Premier League trophy. Elsewhere, Burnley can guarantee qualification for next season's Europa League if they take a point at Arsenal or if Everton fail to beat Southampton. Fixtures Saturday: Stoke v Crystal Palace, Watford v Newcastle United, West Brom v Tottenham, Leicester v West Ham, Bournemouth v Swansea, Everton v Southampton. Sunday: Man City v Huddersfield, Chelsea v Liverpool, Arsenal v Burnley. Page 2. Rome. Liverpool held off a spirited Roma fight back to reach the Champions League final 7-6 on aggregate, despite losing a hectic semi-final second leg in Rome on Wednesday. Jurgen Klopp's side will play defending champions Real Madrid in Kiev on May 26 after qualifying for their 8th European Cup final and first since 2007. The 4-2 defeat on the night in the Italian capital tested Liverpool's nerves, but they rarely looked in danger of losing the tie. First-half goals from Sadio Mane and Georginio Wijnaldum put Liverpool in control as Roma conceded their first goals in the Stadio Olimpico during this European campaign. Despite Raja 9-goal bagging 2 goals for Roma in the final 8 minutes, the second from the penalty spot, there was to be no second miracle comeback for the Italians after last month's 3-0 win over Barcelona in Rome. It was another bitter defeat for Roma, who lost the 1984 European Cup final to Liverpool on penalties in the same stadium. It's the first time we weren't really as good as we can be. We needed luck and that is what we got, said Klopp. 7-6 on aggregate sounds crazy because it is crazy. We came in as qualifiers and now we're in the final and we'll go to Kiev. Roma are strong, we had them where we wanted, as they were wild, ran the risks and we went 2-1 up. All good. But then we didn't do enough on the counter, we didn't use the space that they gave us and we lost the game after going 1-0 up already. Klopp said he was confident Liverpool could threaten 12-time winners Madrid in the final. We have to play much better than tonight. The good news is we can play much better than tonight, he said. Roma threatened early with Alessandro Florenzi sending the ball wide in the opening minutes, but the hosts paid for woeful defending, giving Klopp's side space to gain an early advantage. Senegalese forward Maine got Liverpool off to a dream start after just 9 minutes, to the horror of the home fans. A 9-goal howler in midfield gave Roberto Firmino the opportunity to barge through, delivering the ball to an unmarked Maine who left Roma keeper Alisson with no chance. But 6 minutes later Roma got the equalizer when Liverpool defender Dejan Lovren's attempt to clear a Stefan El Shaarawy header towards Dzeko across goal bounced off James Milner's head, flying past Loris Karius and into the Liverpool goal. Liverpool's ticket to the final in Kiev looked well and truly booked after 25 minutes when Wijnaldum nodded in. Alisson denied Maine, but from the resulting corner Dzeko's attempt to clear fell to the waiting Dutchman and he made no mistake. Stefan El Shaarawy rattled the post on 35 minutes with Florenzi also firing wide, and Pellegrini showed how not to take a free kick which was way off the mark. Dzeko broke through 7 minutes into the second half with the equalizer after Karius cleared the ball straight into the path of the Bosnian who fired in his 8th goal in 12 European matches. And in a desperate scramble by the Italians in front of goal 4 minutes from time, 9-goal made up for his earlier blunders when he drilled a low shot into the bottom right corner from a distance for his first ever Champions League goal. The Belgian midfielder added a second 3 minutes into injury time from a penalty awarded for a bitterly contested handball by substitute Ragnar Klavan, firing into the roof of the net. It was a dramatic finale for Eusebio Di Francesco's side, but it was too little too late as they failed to reach their first final since 1984 but earned a standing ovation from the 62,000 crowd. We have grown through this experience, but I have regrets because this team should have believed more in its chances, as I did, and we could have had more goals and pushed Liverpool even more, said Di Francesco. Liverpool will again leave Rome victorious after winning the European title twice, in 1977 as well as 1984, at the Stadio Olimpico. The match had been overshadowed by off-pitch tensions after Liverpool supporter Sean Cox was left in a coma after being attacked before last week's first leg in Anfield. It's 100% a final for Sean Cox, Klopp said. We said before the game we thought about it, now we're here, all our prayers and wishes are with him.